Welcome to the Prospectors Radio Show, the talk show for our community. Please welcome Rich Cooley, Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton, Kathleen Biffle, and your host, Tim Grimes.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another Sunday night edition of Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes. Joining me tonight, we have Rich Cooley's here, Scott Water Tony, and the Indiana Gold Hunter Dennis Dayton is here as well tonight. What's happening, guys?
Woohoo! Sunday night, Zoom night.
Zoom in the room. I'll post the Zoom link in a minute.
For some reason, Tim, it's not letting me copy and paste the link
For our
radio show.
For YouTube?
Yeah. It says we're on. It's just a moment.
I wonder why.
I don't know why.
Why either?
It's a mystery.
Yeah.
You know, because we're live on YouTube, so
We're live. Yeah. That's where we are live. So we're there, obviously.
You know, real quick.
Yeah.
I had to do this real quick right off the bat because I wasn't here last week, Wednesday, for the show because they were working us 12-hour shifts and I was working a lot of overtime last week.
Right.
So this is a special, absolute special early to Mr. Jaron Wheeler.
What is it? His birthday?
Birthday to Jaron. Happy birthday to Jaron.
whoa.
Happy birthday to Jaron.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Jeremy.
He thought he was getting away with not getting that yet.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go, Jaron. Happy birthday.
He's quiet. He's not saying nothing.
He's probably in shock.
Is that what they call that these days?
Or he's rewinding and watching it again.
Damon says it's not working. What's not working?
What's not working? I don't know what's not working. I seen the YouTube's working.
Do I get to do it again?
I don't know.
No.
Yeah, YouTube's working. I just now see. I can see it now.
You can see it, but can you
Yeah.
Scott,
What's that?
hear it though?
Yeah, I can hear it if I turn it up.
Oh, yeah, it's working. And Jaron seen his video, so it's good.
Yeah, it's YouTube's working.
Everybody's seen it on YouTube, so it's good. Everybody got to see it. Great job, Dennis. Jaron? So, you want to knock out them gold prices real quick, and then before we go?
Oh, let me just get on that real quick. So we're worried about the rain coming around here today,
Uh-huh.
Well, we got some rain coming over. Man, we need it bad.
Uh-huh.
I just hope we get it.
Uh-huh. And then?
And then it's going to be nice.
And
Dan.
All right, here we are for them precious metal prices. We like gold coming in at a beautiful 4.80 to the good. Brought us back to $1,808. We're riding right there, folks. That's where I like to keep it at. Silver went up about 0.20 and it's at 26.18. Still looking good.
Uh-huh.
Platinum took a $27 jump to 11.05. We got palladium coming in at a $13 jump to $29.03, and we got rhodium coming in at a $1,000 jump back to $18.05.
Yeah. Okay.
Everything's in the green though, so it must have been a good Friday trading. NASDAQ was up, S&P was up. Yeah, it was good.
Green, baby.
Rocking and rolling. Oh,
Everything's green. Nice. That's what we like to see. Rich, you got some birthdays?
Yeah, we do.
We'll do that, and then I'll share the Zoom link. Okay.
All right. No song or?
Oh, Dennis, yeah, you got to.
he said I just sung it.
Let me get the cat off my.
It's a special one for Jaron. Now he's just got to sing a regular happy birthday. So.
All right, we ready?
Ready.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you and Jaron.
All right. We got the birthdays for 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven, the store. All right. Chris Musgrove, Corey Kyle, DJ, Elizabeth Richardson, Gordon Burgress, G. Picker, Jason Hunt, Lloyd R. Deneen Jr., Mark Kenger, Mike Garrett, Perry Teal, Pickaxe, Ray Ives, Robert E. Schaefer, I think that's what it is, and Steve Gridley. And then tomorrow we have Brad Jung, Don Fraser, Jackie Powell, John F. Walker, and Kelly.
Okay.
So who do we want for today?
Pickaxe.
Throw a dart.
What? Who'd you say, Scott?
Throw a dart.
Pickaxe.
I thought about that, but I was like, yeah.
Pickaxe? Or
Pickaxe.
who?
Pickaxe. Let's see if he uses a pickaxe.
All right. No city, no state. He likes to dry wash and then doesn't belong to any clubs. Kind of boring.
What? What do we
Now,
have?
let me see how long he's been a member. Maybe 2012.
Okay.
Good time.
They have cool names and boring.
Yeah, 2012. I think he's from California,
All right.
Northern California.
Old pickaxe.
Northern California with a dry washer?
It says welcome from Northern California.
I reckon.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, and a Terry Curry. No notes, no lessons.
On what? Whatever that is. Code. And for tomorrow, Rich, just pick anybody. I can't catch a good one.
Let's go with John F. Walker.
All right.
What?
John F. Walker.
John F. Walker. The mail from Bryant Pond, ME. What's ME?
Michigan, isn't it?
No,
Maine.
that's MI.
Maine.
Yeah, Maine, maybe.
Yeah.
Maine.
I
Ain't good at that abbreviation crap.
I likes to do creek prospecting. He doesn't belong to any clubs. I found the site Gold Prospector Space Radio Show. Who referred you to the site? Dakota Fred Gold Prospector Facebook page. Kind of equipment. He likes the pan, sluice box, shovel, and a bucket.
Nice. Just saying.
He's been a member since 2014, I believe.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And was recommended by Dakota Fred.
Yep.
Pretty cool. All right. Share some Zoom action.
So if everybody's wondering what time it is over where Ray is, since Ray's on the site, welcome Ray from Greenland. It's actually 11:39 over there right now, so he's 4 hours ahead.
Yeah, he's in the future.
Wow.
Futuristic.
Instead of back in the future, he's in the future.
He is in the future.
Hopefully that backpack did him some good.
I hope so.
Well, if you see the one picture, he has a bunch of stuff packed in that sea bag.
Yeah, that's right. He did. Yep.
Yeah, on the site, he posted a picture of the stuff packed in the sea bag.
Go check it
A
out.
bunch of mats.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
All right. How do I?
It's on the main page.
Studio. Yeah.
All right, we have everybody join in.
I clicked. I just added the link to GPS chat room. So the Zoom.
Just a reminder, everyone, we have that drawing coming up.
Sure.
Of course, the GPS donation fundraiser. And there's a lot of things out there. So,
And
gotta
not
get
that
your tickets.
What, Danny?
I said there's not that many tickets been gone.
No.
So odds of winning is for someone's going to be really good. So you better grab them while you can.
Yeah, not many tickets were sold. So, guys, come on, let's get her going. And there's a lot of prizes in there.
It's a glorious raffle, it is.
God, I added your thingy.
What's that?
Added your thingy, your electronic stuff. The stuff you just added.
Right. We just
Oh,
added
yeah.
Swiftwater stuff. So
Stuff from
there's a lot of stuff on there.
Calm water. So pretty cool. Add it. Done. And done. Okay, so the link is on GPS and on YouTube now. So
I guess the question for Dwight is do they have some good sales at Tommy D Sports since they're going out of business?
right.
Oh, Dwight's not on though.
No,
I didn't know somebody's going out.
they are going out of business.
Looks
What?
like he posted it on the main page.
Dennis don't ever get on GPS, so he wouldn't know.
Tommy D Sports is going out of business. A lot of us dredgers depend on them.
So if you need a wetsuit,
He bought a 3mm 2X wetsuit for $30.
Holy cows.
so you may want to get on there. If
Yeah,
you,
I'm going to definitely check it out when I get off tonight on the show.
Yeah, but 2 mils for warm water, that's for sure.
well, still, even if you just need a wetsuit, that's a
Yeah.
All right. Now Nick was wondering, how do you get tickets, Rich?
I got a mouthful.
Oh, get tickets. It's simple. All you got to do, there's a blog post that says GPS fundraiser raffle. All you got to do is go down, click on where it says donate, and for every $5 you donate, you will receive a ticket, and you will be entered in the drawing. So
You just had to tell me as soon as I put that cracker in my mouth.
the prize list is growing. It's grown some more, so you can see the whole prize list. You can see pictures of the prizes. Everything's right there on that one post. And like I said, just click that donation button. For every $5, you get a ticket. What's that?
Jim, they can do it either way, right? Wow.
What's that, Rich?
I said they can do it either way. You can just hit the regular donate button on the site or go into the other.
Yes, of course. It's any of the donate tabs will work. Just if you want the notes put or donate. I don't know, but I know anyway.
Right.
Yeah, but still, easy peasy, mac and cheesy. Right?
Yeah, we appreciate anything. So must be windy where Jamin is.
Yeah, Jamin's out in the wind. Wait, he's going indoors. Going.
Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize the wind was going into the thing there.
Where are you at?
We are back home in Elko, Nevada, out on our property.
Oh,
And yes, it's always very windy here.
back home.
Back home, yeah, we spent 2 weeks on the Gold Prospectors of Colorado, Arkansas River claim. And we decided instead of going to more Colorado claims to just come home and find a claim here in northern Nevada.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. It's a lot of fine gold in Colorado, and I'm too impatient for fine gold. I want big gold.
Understand. You probably, I'm sure your odds are better of finding big gold in Nevada than there, right?
Yeah, I spent over a week doing testing to try to find bigger gold, and it just didn't exist.
I got you.
So I finally, bit the bullet and was like, this is the best I'm going to find. So I ran the best material that I found, and I probably ended up with maybe like a gram or two. I haven't gone through and cleaned it all up yet, but
Well, at least you got some gold, Yeah. Now you're back home.
Yep.
Find you something there, and it's always better closer to home, right?
That is right. That's for sure. It's nice to be home. We missed it. It's
I bet.
yeah.
What's your temperature up there right now?
Yesterday was 102. I'm not sure what it is today, but it's definitely not cold.
Right.
It is sunny and warm.
I was gonna say I think ours is 10. Yeah, ours is 108 right now.
Yeah.
It's 101 in Utah right now, my area.
Wow.
Tomorrow is like 105 or 106.
All right, let me tell you what mine is, because let's see, because it's actually cooler today because of the rain that we got.
It got up to 90 here when I was singing happy birthday.
Oh, I bet you got hotter than that. It's 70 here right now, so.
Shut
Dennis, I don't know how Paula puts up with you.
Jaron, did you think you wasn't going to get a birthday dance?
Yeah, I thought I was in the clear.
Thought you.
Oh, no.
Being honest,
I was
no.
so happy that night. I was asking Tim, I was like, is Dennis in their room yet? You're like, nope. And I was like, yes.
And personal hasn't yet. So
Yep, you was not.
that was just a teaser.
What? Wait, that was just a teaser.
Oh yeah.
Somebody asked me, they're like, did he message you on Facebook? I was like, I don't know. I don't open his stuff.
Now, why wouldn't you open up Dennis's stuff?
Oh, we all know.
Yeah, you're right, Jared. Do not open it.
Especially it says turn the volume up. Yeah, don't.
Yeah. When it's the headlines, it's like, no, do not even. Just delete.
I sent one of those to my friend. She opened it in the office. That wasn't funny.
That would not be good. Yeah, so I mean, you don't think about it, but now I do. Stuff from Dennis.
Yeah.
I always turn the volume down first thing, Then you open it up. Then you go easy, Dennis, and I'm sure we've all gotten them. Many. So what else is happening? I think that's David Vila that joined us.
Yeah, David doesn't use a mic or video. He's just chatting in the chat room there.
Yeah, that is David. Hey, David, thanks for joining us. And I see our buddy Ray is in a hotel in Greenland right now. Is that where he is, Jaron? Greenland?
Right.
Yeah.
He's going to continue.
In Greenland.
Greenland. In a hotel room. Says it feels like an old. Jesus God, they put you up in the finest. I figured you'd be staying at the Ritz, Ray. Do they have a Ritz Carlton in Greenland? They got him staying in some hostel. I wish he could call in, but I know he can't. He'll get in trouble. He'll get grounded by the studio people.
Probably cost him like $5 a minute.
Probably. But we're glad you're here tonight, Ray. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Hopefully Ray's going to his journey tomorrow. Hopefully that's when it starts. Have you heard anything, Jaron, on when it starts?
No, I'm not sure, but I doubt they want to waste much time.
Right. I would figure, they got him there. What was it? Friday. They rest up the weekend and then head out to the claim tomorrow, probably, and start filming. So that's cool. And he's there for what, 2 months?
Yeah, but we won't be able to see this from a year from now, then. Huh?
I was gonna say it'll be probably next year sometime.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it'll definitely be next year. Because heck, this is already July.
Yeah.
August, September before they're done filming.
So I mean, he's doing it for 3 months, so
November. Yeah, so it'll probably
won't be till February or March, maybe.
22. Yeah, yep. But that's cool. We'll be watching. Can't wait to see it. What do we see over there? I see it, Jamie. Some gold. I couldn't see it. It was behind my camera. Oh,
that's that's a little bit of what I got in Colorado right there.
Wow.
Real small. It rolls around in the vial.
Yeah, it floats, and so I mean this is a little bit of it, not very much. It's probably only like 0.2 of a gram or 0.3 of a gram, maybe.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know, something like that. But I'm pretty positive with the concentrates that I brought back that I've got at least a gram or two.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, that's cool.
Yeah.
Gold is better than no gold, right?
Miss
Yeah.
Miss Laurel's asking. She says, "Question for the crew: Does anybody have any advice on a good place to buy a set of metal bucket classifiers
Metal
with
bucket.
handles?"
Yeah, those are hard to come by.
Oh, holy cow.
Trying to think the last time I seen them at the gold show for sale, and I can't remember who had them.
Metal bucket classifiers.
Yeah, I think Arbor Fabricating makes them.
Oh, do they still make them?
I think so.
What's the name of the place?
I think it's called Arbor Fabricating.
Arbor Fabricating. Could somebody look that up and see if I've
I've never seen the metal.
never
metal.
seen them. No, me neither. Interesting. Who asked that, Jaron?
Miss Laurel.
Miss Laurel? Well,
Yeah.
he needs to look that up and see if it's Arbor Fabricating. Are you looking, Scott?
Yeah, I got it right here. Hang on.
Arbor Fabricating. See if they still make them.
Well, they look like a freaking, they look like a chicken fryer.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Man,
do.
$65 though. Woo, baby.
But they do still make them?
Yeah.
For how many of them?
How many? Yeah, is that one or?
It says
Those are metal.
depending your price, choose mesh size. It lets you choose mesh size. Hang on a second here. Let me. Half inch, quarter inch, 1/8 inch, 12 mesh, 20 mesh. Well, they got them all.
Yeah, but they're $5 a piece.
Yeah, $65.
Yep.
That's a expensive classifier. You better know what you want. I
You
wouldn't
can
know.
make them cheaper than that.
Yeah.
You just take a Lowe's 5-gallon bucket, and
Yeah.
we have the instructions right on the site there
Oh, yeah, in the DIY section.
in the DIY section.
I like them.
Make your own.
Yeah, the bucket ones.
Mm-hmm.
They work
Oh,
fine.
okay. I can see the advantage of this one, I guess.
What? What's the advantage?
It's got a nice handle on top. You can actually twist back and forth, and it's probably about that deep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's got little lips on it. Sits on the bucket.
Yeah, it's got catches.
Yeah.
Jaron did post a link in the chat room. Thank you, Jaron.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just the main. If you look, there's some tabs there. It says prospecting and stuff.
Wow.
Like bucket filters. I don't know what that is, but they got them. Let me
Bucket.
see the bucket.
What's a bucket filter?
Oh my gosh.
I didn't see. I was in the DIY. I don't see it in there. I know it was there somewhere, but
Somewhere's Rich.
huh?
It'd be there somewhere.
Well, I know they're a little salty, but if they lasted 5 to 6 to 7 years of constant, of using it every year, it'd be worth it. But
What?
the classifier like that,
What's a bucket filter?
All right, there, class.
more or less, it's classifiers, parts dripping bucket, gallon, 3-tab, a handle. It's more or less just classifiers, is what they're calling them.
A bucket filter.
Yeah.
I classified everything down to 1/4 of an inch, and it seems to work pretty good for me. But I need to learn about all the different mesh sizes. That's something that I don't really know much about. Like, how many different mesh sizes are there that people use?
Scott? Where's got it?
A
Oh,
lot.
yeah, there is a lot. Just more than I care to know. Dennis, you know them?
No, I only use 12 and a 20. So
Right. You use what for your area, right?
yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't matter where I'm at. I just use a 12 and a 20. That's it.
Gotcha. I have one, but I do got my
Yeah, and when they measure them like that, 12s and 20s, that's how many holes per inch.
per inch.
Yeah.
Yep. Something crazy like that.
I've used the other ones, and I used to have a set of them, and that's just, first of all, it's way too much work, and I don't use a piece of equipment where I have to get 100 mesh or 50 mesh, or if you're running a cube or whatever you're doing, 12 and a 20 is all you need.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you ever need.
Yeah. Wait. What do you think, Scott?
No,
What do you use?
the Gold Cube says you got to go to 8 mesh just to run it through that. So
And
why would I take it down extra? If extra fine if I didn't have to. But I mean, most of the stuff I'm in out here, we're going to have an 8. Well, we're going to have a 1/2 inch to a quarter, and then we're going to have an 8. We got 40, 50, 60 mesh, depending on what you're in. But the only reason why I do that's to get the black sand out of the fine stuff.
right.
That's why I'll do that for. But just continue on going down the streaks. But yeah, I have more classifiers than just 2. That's for sure.
Yeah, I run Dream Mats in my cube, so I don't need any. I don't use anything that I would need any other classifiers than that anyway.
Good point.
We do
Now with the gold cube,
70.
is that are people mostly just using that for fine gold recovery, or are people actually using that to go out and that's their, instead of using a sluice box or a high banker or anything else, they're just
Some
using
people
that?
will. They'll go to like Oregon beach sands and stuff like that, and they'll just run
Yep.
the material on it.
Yeah. True.
Now, if they have that special thing that is on the gold cube that classifies it down, then yeah, like I think they have something that attaches to the top of it or something. Don't
I
they?
know they got that trommel that to tap.
Yeah, they have a trauma.
Yeah, they got the banker, the gold banker, and
Yeah.
Yeah. So with
Okay.
that, I guess you wouldn't have to classify. Yeah.
I pretty much classify mine to 1/8 inch before I run it through my cleanup sluice.
Right.
And then what I'll do is I'll take and classify it down from there 30, 50, 70, 100, and then pan each one of them out, and it goes real quick.
Yeah, because it's old classifying.
Because when you classify it, it's all that size when you're panning.
Right.
So it's either going to be gold or nothing left in the pan.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got to worry about other small stuff mixed in with it. As long as you classify it to that size and you're panning that size, you're panning all the same size.
Right.
So it makes it a lot faster to pan out when you're panning all one size material. That's why they always say classification is the key. So
Classify.
Well, I definitely think that's true, because if you don't classify and people say, like when people say, oh, I ran 32 buckets. Well, did they run 32 buckets with all the other crap in it, or did they run 32 classified buckets? Because once you classify the material down, you're getting rid of a lot of junk.
exactly.
Yep.
All kinds of junk.
Yeah, we pretty much classify it to 1/4 inch hit the creek, and then I bring it home, run it through my cleanup sluice, and
I think
then
that's,
break it down again from there.
Yeah. By 20 at the creek and bring it home.
I think
Good.
mine's 1/4 inch. Yeah. I think that's the one I'd be rich.
Oh, I found those plans. When you go up and you hover over that DIY,
Uh-huh.
if you get down and click the DIY plans,
Yeah, right.
then you'll find where it says bucket classifier.
Right.
And then there's another bucket classifier, I think, that Tim put on there from Henry.
They also got.
It's another classifier. So
Huh.
I have my on me. I actually like the plastic ones with the metal bottoms.
Plastic one with the metal bottom. You're talking
Yeah,
about
because like the Garrett stuff and stuff. The green classifiers with the metal mesh in them.
mhm.
I don't like the plastic stuff because they break too easy. But the metal, they seem to last for 2 years, and for $20, that seems to be a good deal for me.
I don't like to where I got to grab a hold of the daggone thing and switch it back and forth.
Yeah, I think he's talking.
Picking up the bucket handle, grabbing it, and doing a washing machine effect.
Yeah.
Throwing the crap out, putting another shovel and a half inside, and keep on going.
Yeah.
Are you talking about this one, Scott? You talking about like these?
Similar.
Fit into the.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
What I have, the top part is 1/4 inch, and it goes into, I think,
Oh,
and then it goes down to the bigger one. And all I do is I cut that off because I was trying to make something for that little robot thing I was making, but
Uh-huh.
it didn't end up working out. So I just stuffed that in there. And then if I need bigger, if I need that size, what is that? That's inch, right? Yeah, 1 inch. quarter inch to 1 inch. I just pop out the quarter inch, and then I've got a 1 inch I can use, which I hardly ever needed to use.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing bigger than here in Nevada. I'd be scared to not use the 1 inch because there could actually be real big nuggets here. I could lose, there could be nuggets out here that are bigger than 1 inch. Who knows? So classifying here might be a little more scarier. Got to pay attention to what I'm classifying out. But this is the area I want to go out to.
You bring up a very good point there, Jamin, is you should always classify the material for the area that you're in.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
If you think there's going to be quarter-inch nuggets there, then you better be classifying it to the next size bigger.
Yep.
Well, there's always a way to, you can classify so much during the day, but spread out your spoils pile and then take a metal detector over it too.
Do that too. If you're looking for,
Me out here, I classify mine just a little bit below a quarter inch, so it makes my dry washer run better, more smooth. And then I don't classify anything until I come back and actually run it through the gold cube, and then I'll classify it into different stuff because it makes it easier to clean if you got the same size black sands as your gold in the pan. Right. It makes it easier to get the gold out.
Okay.
That's why I do that. But I don't classify. I only classify one time, and then I'll classify it at the end after it's already wet.
Yep.
I dug a hole down to China thinking I was going to find bigger gold in Colorado because I was told I had some information that there was the most gold in a caliche clay layer. Okay, so I'm testing all the clay everywhere, and there was no gold in it, hardly any gold at all. The only place that I found gold was in what would be considered the overburden and in a wash that came down from the hills like a long time ago. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to dig down to China. And so I did. I dug down as far as I could go until rock stopped me. And there was this black layer of, and what I found out, it was deteriorating shale, I believe. And I panned some of that, and I got this silver dust in my pan that acted a lot like a heavy metal would. And I'm thinking, you know what is this stuff? Could this be silver? Could I be as lucky as this being platinum? Highly doubt that could be the case. But I what I ended up doing is I looked up online, how if you can tell if it's silver or if it's what's the other thing that's that color? What is it? Pyrite. Oh, well, no, it wasn't mica. Yeah, it wasn't mica. I know what mica is. I'd never seen anything like this before. And so then I was like doing research. I'm like, what the hell is this stuff? And pyrite came into the thought. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess pyrite. My wife happened to have some pyrite she bought because she wanted it for whatever healing crystal stuff, Right. And so what I did is I poured bleach on the pyrite that she had. I crushed up some of it and poured bleach on it. It turned like a gold amber color. And then I poured bleach in on the other stuff, that powder I was finding, and it did kind of almost the same thing. So I'm pretty sure it was pyrite.
Right.
Probably was then.
Probably.
Yeah.
But that took a little bit of my time, because that was I was like, oh man, am I finding this like silver dust or something? Because I don't know much about silver, I really don't. I've learned about gold, but I haven't learned about platinum and silver,
They're also bringing up points you need to metal detect your tailings. So that's a very good point.
Yeah, I always do that.
Yeah, I need to get a good metal detector. Right now, I just basically have toy metal detectors that I don't think are going to really pick up anything that's good,
Then the ones I have too, also, they don't pick up gold.
Right.
Yeah, you'd need a pulse induction for raw gold.
Yeah. But I always thought there was big gold in Colorado.
Well, I'm sure that there is. Like I said, I only went to the Arkansas River claims. I went to the GPAA claim first, then I went to the GPOT claim, and there's a lot of gold there. It's just a lot of fine gold, and if somebody took like a dredge there with a pretty wide sluice and all that, and retrofitted it to be able to get rid of there's a lot of black sand. My sluice was just filling up super quick. After probably about not even a whole bucket, probably it needs to be rinsed out. And that's just a pain in the butt, when you're having to shut down and clean it out and start over and all that stuff. So, but I mean, somebody could do really well probably with a wide sluice dredge, I think.
Okay.
Depending on what your flow was. Yeah.
If it's filling up that fast, you might not have enough action going on.
Water.
Right.
You might not. You might
Well,
need some more water, maybe a steeper pitch or something.
Yeah.
what I ended up doing is I cut the, you know, Jaron, what my sluice box high banker looks like. I ended up cutting a slot out of the back and putting it in the river and using it as a regular sluice where I had lots of flow going. Even when I went to the GPOC meeting, the Gold Prospectors of Colorado, they even said there's lots of black sand. Watch your sluice box, make sure it's not overflowing or overfilling because it's just there's that much black sand.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So, and they're veterans. Those guys know what they're talking about, type of thing. But I mean, there is big gold in Colorado, and there is another claim that GPOC has that I had access to, but we just wanted to get home so that we could find a claim here because I know there's big gold here in Nevada,
Right.
and I might as well get something close to home.
Yeah.
You know.
And why not?
Yeah. Closer to home, you go more often. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true too.
Unless, you know, because like Scott, he's got claims close to him. Yeah. That's the way to do it. If you get it that close, you'd be set. I don't know how far you're going to have to go, but still, it's cool if it's in your own hometown. You know?
It sure makes it good during gold season when it's that close.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Not wrong with that. Stick close.
Yeah.
Because you got
What I'm hoping to be able to do is that we can do this full time here, and then in the winter, even in the summer, I know it's hot and stuff, but just deal with it. It's a little less hot than it is in Arizona because I when we went to Arizona, that sold me. The only reason why we went to so many other types of places on this trip is because we had to go to Oklahoma to visit family for stepdaughter's graduation, and I just wanted to see what all the other places had to offer. So far, I gotta say, Nevada, Arizona, they take the cake or whatever. They take it. That's where I want to do it, even if it's hot here and I got to work in the heat in the summer here, and then in the wintertime leave here, go down south to Arizona. That way I never have to be in the cold because I hate snow. I hate it. You can mine in the heat. You cannot mine when there's snow and the ground is frozen. You just can't. You know?
You're right. Yeah.
It does make it rough.
Yes, it does.
If you stand the heat, you'll be fine. Right?
I don't know if I'll be fine. I'll probably feel like I'm going to have a stroke or something every 5 seconds. I got to down Gatorade like I'm like drinking it out of a beer bong, but you know,
But
whatever. I'll have to get one of them beer hats, but for Gatorade.
there you go.
Get you some big tarps.
Yeah.
A big old pavilion type deal and throw it in out there and have at it.
Yeah. I mean, once you get to a situation where you don't have to do it except for once a year, you know, then that's cool, you know, awesome. But when you're at a point where you have to do it, you know, when it comes down to it and you have to have money, yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I'd have to work out in the heat, whether I'm mining or installing internet or whatever I'm doing. So might as well be mining.
You're out in the heat. That's right.
Right?
I wish somebody would tell my boss that we can't work in the winter when there's snow and it's freezing. We just put concrete blankets down and we're fine.
Yep. You can still work. Ain't no reason you can't.
You guys lay concrete year round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I've always like wondered when I was watching like Gold Rush and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, the ground's an inch of frost on it. We're done." And I'm like, "Why don't you get some?" I know concrete blankets are another expense, but once you have them.
What are they, heated blankets or something?
No, when it's really really cold, we use like it's a I think it's I don't know if it's hydraulic fluid or water or whatever, but it's in a hose and you coil that around everything and then cover it with blankets and you're not freezing.
Ah. They should have
Oh, it's like antifreeze in a tube or something, huh?
like radiant.
Yeah, I think it is more like an antifreeze, not hydraulic. Yeah,
It's like radiant floors in your house. Yeah.
yeah, like when you do the heated driveways and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's kind of a system like that.
Yep. Kind of the same thing almost. Sure.
Yes, that'd be the same, wouldn't it? Yeah.
And that works. Yeah. So that would definitely work. They could have
Make a big hot water heater out of your exhaust.
Yeah. I wonder how long it would take though to unthaw the ground. You know, and how many blankets would you need, Jaron? Yeah.
They're pretty big. I mean,
Are
I
they?
think they're like 20 by 20.
Oh, okay. Well, that's big enough area to dig, right? One blanket would be plenty.
And of course, if you're really serious, you could always start a couple fires early in the morning, you know.
Ain't that what they fire?
This is a future gold prospector right here in the making.
They're saying it's
They're,
called glycol, what they use in those hoses.
Howdy, buddy.
Say hi. Say hi. Hi.
Gold prospector.
Future gold prospector in the making right there. His name's Jack. All right, say bye, Jack. Bye.
There's Thomas. Call in, Thomas.
Where's Thomas? Yeah.
Oh, he just jumped in YouTube.
YouTube.
Come
Oh,
Looks like he birthday.
what, Dennis?
It looks like Jack was ready to sing happy birthday. You got him ready.
He was dressed about like you was.
He was mocking you.
Oh,
Glad to see some different people in here tonight.
yep. Yeah,
You
there's,
know?
there's
Kathy Villa and who else?
Kathy is David.
yeah, that's David.
David Villa.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. He said he's going to Colorado. Where the big gold is. Or lots of gold. One or the other. If there's
I would take lots of gold over the big gold.
yeah. That big gold sure is pretty.
I
Yeah.
tell you what, I just got done running today. My buddy Terry Briner came down from Illinois,
Uh-huh.
and I had a bucket that was sitting in my trailer for a couple of years now. It's when I was out there on one of the claims in Ohio, and the OSPA claims, and that was the weekend my wife had showed up,
Right.
you know, and I never gave her directions or address or anything, you know, and it was like the wife and and as soon as they pull in there, I'm like, something's wrong. That's the weekend my dad had a stroke.
Right.
Well, that bucket I had in my trailer for a couple of years because I'd forgotten all about it, and I'm really impressed, man. Ohio has got some big gold in it. I mean, some chunky monkeys.
Monkey.
It's amazing the gold, the big chunky gold that's in Ohio.
I haven't found it.
You got
What it is for me is I don't mind the fine gold. Don't get me wrong. I'll do a little bit of fine gold and mostly there's fine gold. But if I know in the back of my head that there is no chance at a nugget at all, it doesn't drive me. It doesn't give me that drive of wanting to keep going. It's because it's like, okay, oh great, some more fine gold. I'm never going to find a nugget. If I'm at a claim like here in Nevada or in Arizona, where I know that there's a chance that I could end up finding a decent sized nugget, like when I was at the GPAA claim in Yavapai County in Arizona, I was pulling decent sized pieces of gold. Yeah, there's smaller pieces of gold too, but you had that chance of possibly finding a big old nugget, and that's what drives me.
There's a chance to find some nice nuggets in Ohio. I found one. I got one. It was almost a gram.
That's a good one.
Wow.
That's a real
I mean, I don't know what size what you're chasing, but that was really, and then I found out that one of the claims in Ohio, I thought, it was just weird. And come to find out there was three or four other people besides, and I had the smallest nugget out of all the other ones that found them in that area.
Right.
Mine was the smallest.
Oh yeah, there's always a chance.
Wow.
Sure.
So yeah.
You just never know.
Some places though, it's just fine gold. That's just what it is. Like if you go to the Snake River and in Twin Falls, Idaho or something, you might be able to find some gold there, but it's going to be super, super fine fly poop gold. If you go to Jarbidge, Nevada, and you go to that river there, you'll find some gold. It's going to be fly poop gold, and you're not going to find anything bigger than that, you know?
Yeah, but you give me 2-3 ounces of that fly poop gold, and I'll make a nugget.
Now, do they got GPAA claims in Nevada?
They have GPAA claims, Southern Nevada. I don't believe they have any in here in Northern Nevada, which is kind of sucks. I don't know if AMRA does. I'm
believe
not
they do.
sure.
I think they do.
You believe they do? AMRA does?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then maybe I need to join AMRA because I need. It would be nice to have some Northern Nevada claims to go to. There is a place that I'm looking at right now. It's called Tuscarora, and I'd gone there in the past, but all we had with us was metal detectors. I've never done some actual, dirt samples and tried placer mining it or anything like that. But Tuscarora pulled tons of ounces of placer gold and some big nuggets and stuff like that. And that's only about 40 minutes away from us. But I also want to go out into these hills, just right out here, just right off to the, right in front of our property here. Just all these mountains. I can just drive right through the desert on some roads and go out there and see what's out there.
Right.
I don't know. There could be gold out there anywhere around me, and it's a lot farther of a drive than it looks.
Right.
But I'd like to go out there.
As the crow flies, right?
As the crow flies, it's still a long time. Because you gotta drive super slow. When you gotta drive super slow, it takes you forever.
Yeah, sure.
When you're on dirt roads, when you're on the nasty, bumpy, dirty roads, it could only, you say, oh, hey, it's only 30 miles that way. Well, guess what? 30 miles might take you 3 hours,
Yeah. Unless it's as the crow flies. It'll take you 5 minutes. As the crow flies. That's famous last words, right, Scott?
That's exactly right.
The crow flies. God.
Well, are you saying I need to figure out some kind of a parachute system where I can just like sit down in my front yard and have a parachute catch me with the wind and just take me out there, and then I can be like the crow flies?
Could be.
Yeah, let me just tell you from experience, don't do that. You wouldn't believe how much parachute holds until the wind grabs it and you're buckled into it.
Well, all right then. I won't do that.
Never get on a go-kart while you're doing that neither.
So Bering Sea Gold has ended now, so we're not doing the watch party for that anymore. But we have started this last Friday. We started Freddie Dodge's mine rescue.
Oh, really? You're doing that one now?
We're doing that, but I accidentally scheduled an auction with Ed next Friday, so we won't have it next Friday, but we'll continue on after that.
Okay, and that's the lost. Wait, say it again, Jared.
Freddie Dodge's mine rescue.
Freddie Dodge's mine rescue.
Ain't that on Discovery Plus though, right?
Ain't that on?
Yeah.
Streaming thingy. But
yeah, it's on Discovery Plus. I bought the.
Oh, so you're
I
able
bought it.
to view it then here. Okay, that's cool. Nice. Yeah. I seen a couple episodes of it when they did a couple of free.
Yeah, the first episode was pretty good. We all was like, yeah, we'll continue doing this.
Yeah.
Is that still on Friday night?
Yeah. Same time as the other when we was doing the Bering Sea.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they put it on YouTube like right after it's done airing. They put it on YouTube too.
Uh-huh. That's
Oh, okay.
so the Freddie Dodge thing. Are you gonna get Freddie Dodge to join you?
I'm not in contact with him.
Send him a message. Said, hey, dude.
That'd be pretty cool though.
It would be. I mean, you got Brian for Bering Sea Gold. Can we get at least Juan or Freddie? One of them, right? Maybe Juan would do it.
Yeah, I
don't have contact with him either.
Either.
I don't see why Freddie wouldn't do it. He seems like a pretty good guy.
Yeah. I've sent him.
Unless he was busy,
Yeah. I've tried to get him on the show, but no luck, no response. So it's kind of like, crickets. Yeah.
How do you even get a hold of a lot of the people you get a hold of, Tim? Like, what routes do you go through?
I just usually send them a message on Messenger or something, That's usually the best way to try to get in contact with them. You know, that way, even if somebody's monitoring their page, they can always pass the message on to them. Yeah, that's about all you can hope for sometimes.
Or at the bottom of their YouTube videos, make a comment.
Yeah, something. Sure. Yeah, that's about the only ways that I've ever known. It always seemed to work. Well, when Ray gets back, we can get Ray. We know how to get a hold of him. Got his phone number.
I just send them a message constantly until they either tell me yes or no.
There's always that.
They're going to give me an answer one way or the other. They're going to answer
one way or the other. You could just, yeah, that works too, Dennis.
It does.
Hey, remember back when you guys were talking about like you had a challenge for melting things?
Yeah.
All right, so I never melted nothing, but I found something that was melted. We had a huge fire out here near our property that was caused by some neighbors down the way, and I got this right here from the salvage of an old abandoned trailer that burnt down. It's like melted aluminum.
Holy cow!
See that?
Yeah,
What it is.
Actually, pretty
big
cool.
Old things of melted aluminum that I just found underneath the trailer. I was like, you know what? I'm keeping that because they're cool decorations for my little shop here.
Yeah, and it's aluminum.
Yeah,
and it's aluminum.
That's pretty cool. Those are
a random little thought.
Hey, that's a one of a kind little item there.
That's right.
You'll never find another one like it.
Nope. It's almost like a weird wizard's magician staff or something, you know, or a spear.
Yes.
You know,
it's some kind of weird Gandalf.
yeah, something like that. You know,
that is cool. Pretty neat. I like that.
Something good that came out. It's beauty that came out from something that was very, very ugly.
Right. True.
It burned over 100 acres of land out here.
Wow. That is nuts. So you guys get the fires like Scott and Emma get?
Yep, it was scary. It was right over the ridge to our house. We thought our house was going to burn down. I was up on the roof of my shop here, and I was just watching, just waiting. I wasn't going to go anywhere. I was going to try to fight the damn fire.
Oh,
but we got sagebrush all the way around.
Right.
Everything I built here would have been gone.
Sure.
Thousands and thousands of dollars. Everything that we have would have been gone, and that's heartbreaking. I mean, people need to be careful with fires. They really do.
Oh yeah, especially in them areas. It's nuts. Once it starts, it gets out of control quick, don't it, guys?
Yeah. And there's nothing like the feeling of knowing that you're gonna keep your property, that things are gonna be okay when you see those airplanes fly over and drop all that red stuff all over everywhere. They literally had to do it right across the line, right down the hill here from our property. Wow. And when we saw them doing that, it's like they were saving us. You know, I wanted to, buy a beer for all of them folks, every single one of them.
That's amazing. It's great.
Yeah.
Same time.
What is that red stuff to throw down?
Yeah, what is it?
Just a fire retardant.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Just some kind of fire retardant chemical.
Yeah, it stays on the mountain for quite a while.
Oh, it does? That's something else. What it is, it's like, holy cow. Them guys do one heck of a job, though.
Yeah.
It was getting close to your house, too, wasn't it, Scott?
Yeah, real close. 2 miles that way.
It's close.
And MC-130s, they'd come over to the top of the house, and they're just like, they're like barely cruising. I'm like, how do they keep that big thing up in the air like that?
Wow.
But them guys, they'll go down in between them mountains and cock that plane sideways and dump her off and get back out of there. But then once they come back out, buddy, they put the full gas to it to get back to the airport as fast as they can. You can hear them running when they're doing it.
Sure.
We had some old timer on a tractor, just some random guy coming down the road. Cause I mean, out here, there's no paved roads, nothing, just this random guy on a tractor came scraping right on our property. Cause it came within 100 feet of our house. He came running down our property with a tractor, and that dude, saved us. I tried to stop him because we were down the road, and I was waving at him and everything like, hey, stop. I wanted to say thank you so bad. And he just kept on rolling, some older dude with white hair.
He was on a mission.
He didn't have to say he didn't have time to stop.
Speaking of fires, you guys see that pipeline that burst and the ocean was on fire.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
It was pretty crazy.
a pipeline burst and the ocean was on fire?
Yeah, it was just like this big old ring of fire, and they had these boats like trying to spray more water on it, and I was just like, how does this
How do you
even
put
work?
that out when it's in water?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was weird, Jaron.
That's crazy. So how did they get that put out?
Explosion.
They eventually got it put out. I don't know. It was funny because some of the pictures you see, there's like this little boat that's like 200 fucking freaking yards or something away. It's not even like spraying the thing. I was like, what is that boat doing?
They're just getting film footage.
They probably have valves or something on them. They turn them valves off, probably.
Yeah, if they can, sure. Just stop the stuff from leaking out. There's Rob. He just joined us. Hey, Rob.
Hi, Tim.
What's going on, buddy?
Not much. As soon as Scott was talking about the fire retardant, I was going to pop in and say, that stuff is slippery as heck.
Is it?
And you don't want to get hit by it facing the wrong direction. I fought wildland fires here in Southern California when I was in my youth.
What is that stuff, though? I mean,
It's just a pink chemical that knocks out the oxygen and douses the dry material to keep it moist.
Moist.
Yeah, it's thick.
There, I posted a picture or a link to this so you guys can see a picture of that.
Oh, that's to the.
But the fun thing is getting dumped by a helicopter. When they come around and pick up, the helicopters have the buckets. They'll
Right.
come to the lake and they'll fill it up. We've
Right.
actually got dumped on when we had fish flying around.
Holy cow! That would be kind of cool, though. Actually, it's a shame it's got to deal with fires, but it would be cool. Yeah, it's crazy. You guys get all them bad fires, and I guess they're having fires in BC now too. I guess a lot of them. It's like fire season or something. Don't know. Scott,
Idiots. We call it idiot season.
did they get the roofs put out? Scott, did they get them ones under control?
Yeah, they the night before the 4th, 2 days before the 4th of July, we thought they got the majority of it out. They just had like a couple little smokes up on top of the high peaks.
Right.
And that night we had about like 30-mile-an-hour winds. Next morning we woke up and it was bigger than what it was when we went to bed.
Really?
Yeah, it spread another 5 miles in each direction. They stopped it by the highway, and then they stopped it from coming in the Black Canyon City, and then they pushed it back up on top of the hill again. So
Wow.
now we don't hardly see any smoke or anything from them now. So they should have got them all out.
Yeah,
So
hopefully.
keep the 2 firefighters in your memories. The 2 that were lost their lives yesterday. They plane crashed there
Oh,
at
yeah.
a fire in Arizona.
I heard about that. That's right. Yep. That's a shame. That's a shame for sure.
Yeah, we'll probably hear about it tomorrow on the news or something.
Yeah, I seen something about it. What was yesterday? I think it was, or last night, about the plane crash. I was like, that's a shame.
Where was it at? Do you know?
Somewhere in Arizona, wherever the big fires are at right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where, but yeah, Rob's right. Crazy. That is just a dang shame.
Ray says the water cannons was pushing the oils back to the flame so it didn't spread.
Oh, that's what them other boats were doing out there. I figured they was just getting film footage. Yeah. I'll click on it after the show. I want to see it, Jaron. So where
I tell you what, though, with them fires, you just almost feel helpless. Like, what are you gonna do? Like the best out here, we don't have a well or nothing. We have to haul our water into the property. So I was actually that day gonna go get water, and I didn't have much to do anything with. So it's not like I can just turn on a garden hose so the water we did have, we had like bottles of water, just bottled water, whole bunch of cases. And we were going around dousing everything, hoping it would help if an ember struck the roof of our house. But when a fire goes off like that, and it's hundreds of feet away from your house, you just feel helpless,
That's crazy though.
Fire can jump faster than you can run if it's got a wind behind it.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I don't know. That's just nuts. No. That's one good thing about where we live. We don't have that.
One thing I was
Lucky.
wondering about that ocean fire is how did it spark? How did it ignite?
Yeah. Did the thing just explode underwater or something? I mean, I don't get that either, Jared.
Sounds fishy.
Even if it exploded underwater, I don't know. Would it have a spark?
Oh. Back when I was a kid, we used to pour gasoline on puddles in Washington and light it on fire and then ride our bikes through it. So
Right.
maybe it was some stupid kid.
I don't know. I don't. It's weird. You know?
Yeah, to get lit up on top. I could see it busting and coming to the top, but who lit it?
Getting lit on top, but if it started underneath the water with the main exploding.
I wonder if it was the oil company themselves trying to like cover it up. They're like, oh, we don't want this oil slick and getting out, get the word out. Let's burn it off, and it was more than they thought it was, or something.
Go ahead and
Right.
let's light it on fire, and nobody will
Or just an employee. Maybe it was one employee's fault. Like you said, the oil company was, covering it up. Maybe one employee was trying to cover up his mistake, so he lit it on fire real quick.
Yeah, maybe. I think Lee said he thought it was lightning that started it.
Oh, that sounds right. It sounds like that'd be very possible.
So wait a minute. We got an oil pipeline busted, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the whole ocean, spark of lightning hits that oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a cover up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not buying that one, but okay.
That's a little ironic, ain't it?
Uh-huh.
We had a massive leak, and then lightning hit it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the weather balloons. Weather balloons and swamp gas, man.
Crazy. That's all I know. Some strange stuff happening, fellas.
I would say you're right.
You know what else is strange? Any ideas?
We already got gold prices.
This message from Amber. We'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands. You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
In 1858, gold was discovered in the rivers of New Caledonia. This discovery would spark a massive gold rush. Today, the search for gold is much easier, yet still challenging with Dirt Hog Pay Dirt. At Dirt Hog, we pride ourselves on our gold and guaranteed gold amounts. Just visit dirthogpaydirt.com today and buy yourself a bag of the best pay dirt concentrates on the market. Order with confidence in Canada and North America. dirthogpaydirt.com, the best gold concentrates on the market, period. Also, be sure to check out our Honest Bonus program.
If you're interested in gold prospecting or treasure hunting as a career, hobby, passion, or just something you're interested in getting into, you have to visit goldprospectorspace.com. At goldprospectorspace.com, you'll find forums, chats, videos, blogs, sections on dry washing, metal detecting, high banking, and so much more. At goldprospectorspace.com. There's a store, classifieds, and at goldprospectorspace.com every Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern Time, tune in to Prospectors Radio, the talk show for gold prospectors and treasure hunters. GoldProspectorspace.com is a social network with thousands of members, and everything you need is at GoldProspectorspace.com. Sign up today and get connected to others who share your love of gold and gold prospecting. Let the treasure hunt begin at GoldProspectorspace.com. GoldProspectorspace.com.
All right, we're back with our open member Zoom night here on Prospector Radio. And we're just talking a little bit about everything tonight, covering all areas. So now I see that it was a natural gas well, Jaron. Is that what that was?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah.
So that's still, I'm still confused, but that's just me. It don't take much to confuse me anymore, right?
David, I just asked Ray, and he said it's 46 degrees there, and it's misting rain.
Oh, in Iceland or
Greenland.
See, I get it confused every time. It's 46 and misting rain. Ooh. 46 ain't that bad. It's better than 36, right?
Yeah, Ray says it's pretty comfortable.
Yeah, for Ray, I would think that would be like summertime weather.
Shoot.
Right? Well, Ray's probably used to the cold. I mean, heck, he lives in Alaska.
Yeah, really.
99 degrees here right now.
We'll see how his crew puts up with the weather, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But we need like more details. I can't wait till he gets shared.
He said that he was the old man, so there must be a lot of young people.
Yeah, he's the seasoned, seasoned pro. We'll call Ray. That's what it is. So if they're smart, they'll team up with Ray. You know what I mean? I don't know how the thing works, but team up with Ray is what I would say. I wonder if it's going to be two teams or every man for himself.
Well, it's not a competition.
Oh, it's not? Oh, I thought it was. So it's not a competition. So it's
Well, it is kind of. You got to go find gold.
kind of ish. What? Tell us more, Jaron. What else do you know?
I don't know what I can say anymore.
Oh. All right, you have to tell me off the air. Well, you're not on the show, so you should be able to spill your guts. But we'll wait. You can tell me later. Pretty cool. It is cool, though.
Did they say what the name of the show is going to be? Or is that a secret too?
That's probably a secret, too. Everything.
Is it a secret?
Not sure.
He did say it to us, and he didn't say it was a secret.
I don't know.
Still ice cold gold, isn't it?
No.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's still the same.
Oh, it's a show that's already been ongoing?
Yeah,
No.
It's been on before.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah, ice cold gold. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were in Greenland, found rubies in the rocks, no gold.
Ah,
I
You
never
guys don't
saw
remember
the
that show?
right.
I never saw it.
Oh.
No. I mean, I don't watch a whole lot of TV and stuff anyway, unless it's something that I'm looking for. I don't know about it.
Ice cold gold. I liked it. I used to watch it every week. That was it.
I've been watching that Outback Opal Hunters on.
That one was
Discovery
good,
Plus.
wasn't it, Jaron? I watched that one quite a bit. Trying to think what other one. I watched a bunch of them. Heck, I can't remember, but I always liked Ice Cold Gold. Thought that was
Yeah, it was pretty crazy on the opal one. They had fossilized, or like it was fossils that were had opals in over the fossils, shells and stuff. It was weird.
oh, see, that's cool. Heck, I even
Opalized fossils. They were big dollars.
I would say
I
so.
bet they'd be big dollars. Heck yeah. And that's another thing when you're prospecting, you're looking for gold. Anything you come across, you got to keep your eye on it. You know, I mean, it's and you got to know what's in your area. If you're panning or whatever, and there could possibly be diamonds in the area. Like we went to Arkansas, we didn't find nothing. Arkansas was awful. The only thing we found was ticks. But they supposedly have diamonds in Arkansas, and you know that's just keep an eye out. There's all kinds of different minerals that are worth money. You know,
right. Oh yeah,
tons.
it'd be nice to find a diamond or two. But
yeah, I don't know how possible that is. It's actually worth more if you find a diamond in the United States. It's actually worth more than a regular diamond because it was found in the United States.
Well, where is the diamonds? They're at the Crater of Diamonds, and that's in Arkansas, right?
Yeah, Diamond Cavern.
Yeah.
But you can also find diamonds in Indiana and Ohio.
Right.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I may have a bunch, and you wouldn't know it. I probably wouldn't know it if I did have one.
Well, they say that they're supposed to feel kind of greasy, oily.
Right.
Well, they sell diamond testers. You can. I was looking online, and you can get it's like a little thing. It only costs like $15-$20. You just pop it on there, and boom, you got yourself some.
Yeah,
it tells you if you got a diamond or not.
Diamond.
It heats up the tip to a certain point, and if it's real, it'll tell it.
That's cool. Yeah, you just never know. Like you said, you don't know what you'll find.
Sure.
Some cool fossil, could be some cool gemstone.
When you're digging to China, you just put in the back of your mind you could accidentally stumble across a treasure chest that has millions of dollars worth of gold in it.
That's right. You just never know. That's what we're always hoping for. Eh?
Sounds like a lightning strike on an oil field to me.
Well, you know what? It could happen, okay? That's what I tell myself. If I'm digging to China, if I'm digging a hole to China, the only thing that keeps me going is I could, whether this works out or not, it's worth it because I could accidentally stumble across an ancient artifact or something that Indiana Jones would cringe over.
And you could, and lightning could strike an oil spill in the ocean. Both are highly possible. I don't know what, don't know what the odds are, but it could happen. So you're right. You just never know. You know?
You do never know.
No, you really don't. We just got to keep thinking positive.
It's all about positivity, man. Positivity breeds positivity, man.
It is, because it could be just this next shovel is where it's going to be at.
I'm pretty positive that ain't going to happen too often.
It only needs to happen once.
Right, only one time, just like that lightning strike. It only needs that one.
Yeah.
And just remember, don't go tell nobody.
And Dan, you're trouble.
Oh, I won't. Oh no, I'm melting that gold down. Anything I ever find, melting it down. I'm gonna figure it out. I'll shave off. I'll take a hammer and break off a piece somehow with a chisel, and then sell that to get the equipment I need to melt it down.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Ray's heading out for tonight.
Ray.
Not Ray.
Hi, Ray.
Mr. Greenland.
You find something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'd figure out some way. Meld it. Meld it. I'm telling you. But like we said, you never know.
No, that's true.
I mean, and like you always say, even when you quit digging, you always go, man, if I would just one more shovel or
2 inches more.
Yeah, 2 inches more. Right where it was. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, some of the seasons should be starting here for gold prospecting out west, shouldn't it? Or did it already start? in July?
Not
Like
till
Idaho
October.
and all that.
I don't know.
I would say mine don't start till October.
What about in Idaho? You were out there before. When did that start? July.
Oh, that's
right?
it. That should be coming up here pretty soon, actually.
Yeah, because Dennis will be leaving soon, right? Don't he leave at the end of July or something?
That's why I was wondering when it started.
Yeah, I think so. I think he said he leaves like the end of July to head out there for his Idaho trip.
Well, Ken will know too. I don't know. Ken, when does it start in Idaho?
Who'd you ask?
Ken.
And
Oh, yeah.
surprised he didn't call in.
Yeah.
It's next month, isn't it?
Like I said, I think it's in August.
I thought it was like the end of July, early August. Already started, he said.
Oh, well, how come Dennis ain't there yet? Different parts have different rules, right?
Yeah.
That ain't no joke.
Ain't that what we went through before? It was
Oh, yeah.
areas that River Dennis is on. It's only open for like a month or something like that. And from like August 1st to something. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So right. Ken's area has already started, I think.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. So Dennis should be leaving. I think the Biffles are heading to Alaska in like a week.
Yeah, I think John Miller's going too.
Yeah, I think John's going down.
Yeah, John Miller's going with them this time.
I don't know if Jim Hamilton's going down this time or not, or if he's already there again. Not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
A lot of people going down there, though. A lot of good gold. Where'd they go? But that'd be a fun little trip. One of these days, Rich.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
Yeah. One of these days. Yep. Jaron, what about you? You want to go there someday?
Oh, sorry, I was talking to Ken in the side chat. Where? Go where?
Alaska, where she had.
Actually, I was just offered a job out there, and I was thinking about it, but I was like, nah.
Really? I don't know if I'd want to work out there. But
Yeah, it's the thing. I don't want to go there to work.
right.
Most of the state of Idaho started the 30th of June and will run until September 30th. There's several areas here that are open year round if you can handle the cold.
Yeah.
That place Dennis is going, that one river, it opens like what, the end of July or something, Ken?
Yeah, that's at Elk City.
They're on the Clearwater. I don't remember which fork of the Clearwater there, but they're adding. They've added a whole lot more restrictions on it.
Oh, did they really?
I don't know whether that's going to affect Dennis or not. Okay.
Oh, cow.
They listed it on the rules and regulations and that on the website, but it was only there for about a week and then they took it off.
Really?
So I don't know really whether they changed it, whether they just continued the other restrictions or not.
Huh.
Okay.
That's interesting.
But as Shannon Poe knows, an environmental group called Idaho Conservation League, they're fighting with everybody in almost every place here in the state. And they're gonna, I don't think they'll ever get it all shut down like they're trying there. And last I heard from Shannon was they're gonna fight their little lawsuit against the Idaho Conservation League because it was not a law, and the EPA has no right to actually give a conservative group the right and the power to sue individual prospectors and miners, which is what they did with Shannon and his group. Okay.
Yep.
So,
true.
but I'm in the process of. I've actually liquidated a lot of my equipment. I've actually sold that, and I've had several good offers for the claims I have here in Idaho, and I have them up for sale. and I've got several offers right now, and I have 4 people actually doing some test panning and that on them now.
Right.
So I'm going to be getting out of it. I'm getting clear away from it. I'm too old to be doing it.
Understandable, Ken. Yeah.
You know.
Understand-
But I thought since Fitz mentioned somebody said something about whether the claims were open or not, and the country was opened up, I thought I'd call in and put my 2 cents worth in. Okay,
Right. No, appreciate it, Ken. Thanks, buddy. We
you
was,
bet.
you live there. You know better than anybody. So appreciate it.
You know,
Yep.
been all over the state of Idaho.
But still, your Idaho connection. So thanks. Appreciate it.
Let me add. Can I add something too about the classifier bit?
Yeah.
Postage to spit up. In my personal experience over the years, going into a new place to prospect that you've never been, you're better off to take and classify down to a half inch because you never know what you're going to find.
Right.
I've had a couple of guys that actually went through the half inch classifier. Once they got everything down through the half inch classifier, they tossed the remains in those classifiers over their shoulder. And I've come behind them and picked up 3/4 gram nuggets, or actually 3/4 ounce nuggets, half inch nuggets, and so on that they've actually discarded. My personal opinion, you're better off to always start with a half inch classifier and double check what you're throwing out. Go over it with a metal detector or look at it awful close because I've seen pieces of gold, big pieces of gold that will be almost black as hell, and you get them wet and they turn out to be big chunks of gold.
One thing I was doing, like what Ken's saying, when I was classifying in Colorado, is I had a wash tub that I put close by to wherever I was classifying into my bucket, and it was I do believe what I have is actually half inch, so half inch to 1/4 inch, and so I was using 1/4 inch, and I would use the material was somewhat damp, moist. You know, there's that word moist. So, you know, there would be clumps and stuff like that that weren't going to classify straight down into the bucket. So I would put it into that bus tub that I had, and I would shake the classifier vigorously for, you know, a good while until I washed the entire material that was on the top of the classifier. And I looked at every single piece that was in the top of that classifier before I discarded it. That way I knew not only I was getting the small gold, the fine gold that was attached to all of the stuff that I was classifying, but I was also giving myself the ability to find a nugget if there was one.
Something else, Tim, too. A lot of talk about metal detection.
Right.
I can tell you this much. You can actually use a metal detector. You can find pieces of gold that you know distinctly right off the bat that they're gold. But I'll give you a little example. We went to an outing years ago, and it was a GPAA outing on a place out of what they call Salmon, Idaho. And the name of the creek was called Kirtley Creek. And the old timers worked that back, I think, in the late 1800s, early 1900s. And there was a guy that actually got that on a grandfather's deal because his grandfather started a cattle ranch in there. And they mined it, and they opened it up for a GPA outing a couple, 3, 4 times.
Right.
And there was a couple of guys, and then one guy and his kid were metal detecting. And they actually got a signal on a couple pieces of black rock. Anyway, they were black as you know what. And the one guy wasn't sure what it was, so he put it in his mouth, and he carried it in his mouth for about 30 minutes. Well, when he took it out of his mouth, it was nice, pretty yellow, shiny stuff. So you people swinging detectors, check your black rocks
Oh yeah.
because you could very.
Good thing it wasn't uranium.
It wasn't uranium, but things like that do happen. I've actually picked up little pieces of had sand, black sand concentrate. I get a lot of fine gold out of the black sand concentrate that's embedded in the sand. And the only way you can get it out, you either do there's a couple, three things you do. You either heat it and crack the sand, or you can put it in a tumbler and tumble it. You can put it in a rock grinder, or you can also put it in a cheap blender and break it up. And then
Now,
work
Ken,
it
when you
out.
do the heating it up, do you shock it in water to help it break up, or?
I do. I drop it in the water at times, yes. But ordinarily, if you get it hot enough, you can. I don't like to drop it in the water because it makes it so much. It gets off a lot of vapor and a lot of steam. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I usually just when I heat it, I just usually let it cool off, and then I drop it into a blender because it costs a lot of money to run a 440 volt rock grinder.
Gotcha.
So the blender you can run on 110 volts of electricity, and it'll pulverize it right into a dust. And then 99% of the time, you're still going to have to pan it no matter what way you go. But 90% of the time, you can eliminate 100% of the slit off of that material that you've run through that blinder merely by running it through a cleanup sluice, a spiral panner, or what have you that you're using.
Uh-huh.
But then you still have to pan it. So, but I found that those things are pretty common over the years if you're really after the gold. And a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people, all they're looking for is the big stuff. And you God only knows their bread and butter money is in that fine stuff.
What's up, Thomas?
I know the money's in that. It's such a pain in the butt when it really is. That fine stuff's a pain in the butt. I don't care who you are. It just is. It just is pain in the butt. Plain and simple. You got to have this, that, everything else to separate it. Blah 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 blah. It's best to have some ground where you can get some big stuff too, at least a little bit, make up for the fact you're getting that fine stuff.
I've recovered a lot of pretty fine stuff, and lots of it. Go check my pictures out. You'll see how fine.
They always say fine stuff's what pays the bills, ain't it?
It is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. But there's several things you can make it a little bit easier. But no matter what you do or how you do it, you're still going to wind up panning a certain percent of it. You can't get away from it. And as Rich said, classification is the key to all fine gold recovery, or all gold recovery.
It is. You're right. And Rich is always right about that. That's true. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Thomas, what's going on?
We can't hear you, Thomas. Select your headset.
We can't hear you. Can you hear us, Thomas? Yes. Okay, but we cannot.
Okay, so you just need to select your mic.
Yeah.
That little arrow next to the mic on the bottom of the Zoom.
Mm-hmm. That's it. And we can hear you.
Trying. It ain't always that easy.
Know, right?
He's had it working before. That's weird.
But you know how it goes.
Yeah, they always say, well, all you got to do is hit this when you're sitting there clicking it and clicking it and clicking and nothing's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, keep trying, Thomas.
Been down that road 2 times. Yeah. But just click that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got to go into Facebook and go into Zoom and then settings and then
Yeah. It's always seems to be more than one setting is off.
yeah.
Right. Oh no, go down to the little icon on the right hand bottom of your screen. Got the speaker. Click that. Go to microphone.
Well, his speaker's off now. I mean,
Select your microphone.
speaker's on now. Yeah, the microphone. I mean, it should be working.
Yeah, well, you can hear us, so that's one good. That's a
Did you already set it to your headset on that arrow?
yeah. He's giving a thumbs up on that.
Is your microphone plugged in?
It's wireless.
Oh, it's
Wireless?
Is the battery dead?
Well, he can hear us.
Yeah, true. You can hear us. Okay. Next, are you muted?
Not anymore.
Oh, it doesn't show you're muted.
Yeah. Seems like it's fun.
Thomas, exit out and come back. Wait, did I hear you?
Oh,
Okay, exit out, come back in and do the test audio.
yeah, test your audio thingy. Or you can probably just do it now, right? I don't even know.
I think you have to do it beforehand.
Before you get into
I
that.
think I hear it raining outside finally.
Uh-oh, Rich is getting some rain. Scott,
It'd be nice to get some rain down here.
Scott's
Oh no, you can do it. There is a thing that says on that microphone, it's at the very bottom, audio settings.
see.
And you can test speaker, test microphone there.
Your microphone, yeah, like that. And then
Yeah, mine got freaky deaky one night too. I couldn't figure it out, and I had to end up getting off and getting back in. Then it worked.
Sometimes that's all it takes, right? Just getting off, getting back. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it'll switch over to my webcam audio, and I'll think I'm muted, and I'm sitting there like coughing, and everybody's like, "You all right?" And I'm like, "Oh, you guys can hear me?"
I am not muted. Yeah, you got to watch, especially if you got more than one source. Yeah, that's the problem there. And Scott his computer overheated. That's why we lost Scott. Yeah. Okay, Thomas is back. No.
Nope.
Oh. Keep trying, buddy.
Did you test your microphone? See the microphone thing to the left? Ain't that where it is, Jaron?
Yeah, you can do it on Zoom. You don't have to actually exit. We just found out while you were gone. On the microphone thing, you just click that arrow, and at the very bottom, it says audio settings.
It says test speaker and microphone. Bada bing. Easy peasy.
And if you're getting a green bar, then that means that it is picking up your mic. If you're not getting the green spike in the bar, then it's not picking anything up.
Well, Kevin, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name. He asked a question. Has anybody else except Dennis used a little gold spinner?
Yeah, I've used one. Rich has used one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So
Yeah,
what?
we used them down in Alabama when we had that cruise thing down there.
Yeah, we used to, and I like it.
That's the other outing.
Great
Yeah.
product. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we used the heck out of
Yeah,
one.
there's a couple different models. You have the bench model, and then you have the outdoor model.
Yeah, we had the bench model in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it works great. It really does. It's something I would recommend that product. You know, it's coordinated. Yeah, I know it. It's a nice piece of equipment. Yeah, Dennis owns one or two of them. Can't even think how many he owns now. I think he's got them both. A bench top in.
Oh, Colin, it's a centrifuge system.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And it does work. Works really well. Yeah. And
Oh, there's another TV star, Brian. What's up, Brian?
chat room or YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube chat room.
Brian, how you doing tonight?
Call in, Brian. Give us an update.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder if he got back on with the same one as last year, or he had to get it on somebody else?
On Vern's boat.
Yeah.
I think he
'Cause
did.
I think originally he wasn't sure if he was going to get back on Vern's boat since he was going late. So I don't know.
I figure Vern saved him a spot. Yeah. I think good divers are hard to find. What it seems like.
Yeah. Yeah. If you need a diver, you got to keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
He says he's working.
He's working.
Yes.
Brian is.
Yes, Brian. He says he's working.
Oh,
For Vernon, or
So he might be on the boat.
oh, if he's like working right now,
Mhm.
moment that we're speaking to him, he might be on a boat. Yeah.
Kevin, I've never used it personally, but from what I've seen, I say yes, it does work.
What the little gold
Centrifuge system, yeah, the little gold spinner, and centrifuges in general.
yeah, centrifuges work great. Yeah. A lot of people highly recommend them. Yeah. Yeah, they're great systems. But there's not a lot of them out there. They're usually so huge, you know.
the thing of it is you have to, you got to get it set up. You can't just run it, and you got to get the water flow right and everything's set. Once you get it set, you're good.
Yeah. It's
But you got to understand it first, how it works.
That's with any piece of equipment.
pretty much, yeah. You're right, Jaron. It is.
I mean, because when we first used it, it was losing gold
Mm-hmm.
because we wasn't doing something right.
Right.
You know.
Yep. And then once we figured that out, bingo, it does work. You know, I remember when Lee made it, and it's like when I seen it, I was like, that is cool. And when we used it, I was like, that is even cooler. So it does. And like I said, I would highly recommend one to anybody. If you can afford one, I would have one. Yeah, definitely would.
Brian said he is. They're already filming.
Oh, wow. So it's not the under the ice one though, right? No.
Huh.
No,
No. Okay, that comes later. So they're already filming for the next season already? Holy cow. They just finished a season. Yeah.
The new season.
well, that was last year though.
Oh, yeah, right. That was last year's. Okay. I get confused with that stuff, Jaron. It's just too much of it.
Like Ed always says, it's an editing. Takes a while to get it back out.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, they're taping now, so they can start playing in February or March or whatever.
Oh, yeah, it probably will be around February or March. And then they'll be filming under the ice while that one's showing. Right?
Yep.
That's what it is.
They'll probably be showing under the ice here soon.
I would think. Because
Well, now that people know tricks, they're just going to light the ocean on fire, and there won't be no ice.
be no more. Just hope for some lightning.
That's the way to do it, dude. No, you don't even need lightning. All you got to do is just pour a whole crap load of gas inside the ocean and light it on fire. Let's do it right now. Come on, everybody. Let's have a gas lighting party on the ocean. Let's do it.
Dive under. Then you just can dive like normal. Thomas.
Well, it's
Thomas.
Is that better?
Wait.
I can hear you. It's very low though.
Right. It is very low.
I had to change up what's happening here. Let me see if I can increase that.
It sounds like you're like
Crank it up, buddy.
like it's your computer microphone that's picking you up, not your headset.
Well, I don't even see your microphone. Is it behind your head?
Yes, I have a web. It's on the camera.
Oh. Okay.
Let me see if I can't situate that a little better.
Yeah, it just sounds like you're 100 miles away from your microphone.
Well,
But we hear you.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's about as good as I can get.
Just yell into the mic.
Just yell.
Well, wait. It got louder.
Hey, that was better.
Okay.
Pretend that you're a death metal singer and just scream everything you say.
Oh no, that's not gonna work.
It's getting louder.
All right.
Yeah, I can hear him now.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I was gonna say I increased it as high as it'll go. So
we hear you. It's working. Whatever you did, you fixed it.
well, sorta. I
No,
gotta get the other part working again though. So
it's working, Thomas. What you been doing?
oh, just the usual, working and not getting any gold. It's freaking rainy, man. It's been raining here. It's like it's been raining all year.
We just got a good soaking, that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the last few outings we had, it rained. It rained.
Really?
Yeah, we were lucky enough that it didn't rain like the Saturday. It didn't rain all day. It rained early and then it didn't rain anymore. But Friday it rained like crazy, and then the Sunday has been raining like crazy. So,
Yeah, today it's definitely been a rainy, crap day. A lot of rain came down too. I don't know if it did where you're at, but yeah, a lot of heavy rain.
yeah, not heavy today. We had light rain today.
Oh, not here. I mean, the creek in my backyard was ready to come over the banks. I mean, and it takes a lot for that. So it's a lot of.
Wait. Tim, you have a creek in your backyard and you haven't got no gold yet this year?
Yeah.
Well, this creek's got to have gold.
Right. See, that's the key. The creek has to have gold in it. But yeah, I got a creek in the backyard. It runs right directly across my backyard. That's where I got to build a bridge. When lumber prices come back down, I'm going to start just become a lumberjack. There's more money in it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you ought to mill your own lumber now.
Right. There's more money in wood than gold.
That was the job I got offered in Alaska.
I heard that lumber went down in price. Is that not true? Because I got some
40% down.
Yeah, it's starting to.
What's a sheet of plywood right now?
The price of lumber might spike up again before it actually hits the retail market's price. The way it works.
It's still $90 a sheet, but some of it's $60.
What?
Holy moly!
Okay, so I still can make some serious money off some of the lumber I got around here that's just not doing nothing.
Yeah, if you got it.
Yeah, I think
I do. I bought. Yes. If I wanted to, I could sell my whole house because I use screws to build the entire thing. But I'm not gonna.
The whole cork board. What do they call it?
Particle board.
Yeah, particle board. That stuff's like $40 a sheet.
Jeez.
30 or 40, depending on how thick.
It's like $8 a sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, I put off rebuilding the fence because of prices.
That's why I haven't built our bridge. It's like I am not spending that kind of money on wood.
Yeah, I was at Home Depot today. I drove outside and I kept seeing the sheets of plywood like $80, $90, $60.
That's not happening.
Yeah.
Where are you at, Rich?
PA,
Where?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's where I technically graduated from high school, but I've never been there before in my entire life.
No.
Think about that.
I don't want to buy no wood though.
Scranton, Pennsylvania is where I technically graduated from high school. Online high school.
Oh, there ain't nothing wrong with that. At least
no.
Yeah, I made a road
I graduated when I was like 15.
Wow. Yeah.
I made a road trip today to Carlisle, and I ended up going to the Walmart in Carlisle because I was looking for this battery daddy. Did you ever hear of it?
Battery daddy?
Yeah, it's called a battery daddy.
No.
As seen on TV. Basically what it is, it's a case that you can fit all different sizes of your batteries in.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little tester in there that you can test your batteries. That way, when you need batteries, all you got to do is grab the case. I've got batteries throughout my house, scattered all over the place.
Right.
My buddy ended up getting one of them, and he liked it. So,
Battery Daddy. I bet you get it on Amazon instant.
Oh yeah, you can.
Battery Daddy. That sounds
$19.
It sounds like a commercial from the 70s.
All it is basically a case to put your batteries in that has a tester in it.
Really?
Battery Daddy. Your daddy for batteries.
Daddy. That's right. Who's your daddy? Battery Daddy.
But anyway, I went running around looking for that, and I found one, and then I ended up going to the Home Depot to get some other stuff, and I went through the lumber area, and oh my gosh.
So how much was 2x4s, Rich? Any idea?
I didn't look there, but last time I did look, they were like I think it was like $11.
Yeah, like 10, $11 a piece.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not much, but you can tell how much money it would be in lumber if I were to have to spend that money now. You see that building right there I built all myself? Just that alone. You know how much money that would cost me? Yeah. You got to be like a millionaire now those are 2x6 studs, and then I got a freaking lower level here, so it's actually a 2-level little shop there, and then I got this house right here. I mean, those are just sheets. Those are just there for temporary until I can sheet or side this, because I haven't sided it yet. Can you imagine how much money I got in lumber right here? These are 20-foot 2x6s. They go all the way across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 13 of them, and they're all put together by screws. If I wanted to sell this, I could, because it's all put together with construction screws.
You could just rent that place out for like $1,000 a month.
I don't know if that works, Jared.
There's no electricity here except for solar, and there's no well, so you have to haul your own water. I highly doubt there's very many people willing to live that way, other than me and my wife and my son. But my wife and son have to live this way because I force them to. No, it's not that bad. It's pretty awesome.
He sells that.
So back to gold, though, it looks like gold's gonna come back up.
Why is that, Jared?
Just looking at the chart, it's ready to break out.
Nice.
Silver's got a little bit to work on before it breaks out, but it's looking pretty good too.
Come on, silver. Yep. And gold's if it just holds at 18, that's a good price. Just holding the 1800 area.
Well, the dollar got wrecked the other day, the DXY, so that's gonna help.
I don't know, but I just would like to see silver hit 30 like it's supposed to. Then that would be nice. I just like silver because it's like an underdog, you know?
Well, especially if you find silver dust when you dig to China, that'd be awesome. That was silver dust and not pyrite.
But it was like $12 for like ever. It's like silver, $12 an ounce, $12 an ounce, $11.
Yeah, and I was accumulating silver then because I knew what was going on.
Right, and it finally shoots up to 26. And it's like, okay, you can do it. A few more steps, and you'll be at 30. Right, Thomas?
Yep.
That's right.
That's right.
Make it. It's going to get there. I think gold will get to 2 and silver will get to 30.
Yeah, I think gold sees a back test of the all-time highs again in the next month or so.
Okay, what about Bitcoin, Jaron? Where's it going?
It's still trying to put itself back together. This could be a sucker's bet.
Oh.
To enter right now, I'm not saying Bitcoin's a sucker's bet, but to enter right now is still kind of sketchy.
Gotcha.
There's not what I like to see on charts. I mean, there's a little bit of hopium, but
with gold,
no real signs of a reversal yet.
We all know that with gold, it will always go up. If you look at the past 100 plus years, okay, gold has done nothing but this. It has never, I mean, okay, it's gone up and then down and then up and then down, but always up to the peak to where it is now. Back in the day, back in the 1800s or so, gold was like, I think it started at like $11 an ounce or something like that. You know, if I could be wrong, 11 something an ounce, and then it has done nothing but go up. Yeah. It's always going to do that. If it's been doing that for over 100 years, what makes anybody think it's going to change ever?
Well, it's inflation. Not. As long as people still believe in it as a store of value, the inflation, the dollar the buying power has gotten weaker and weaker and weaker. So you get more dollars for that gold and silver. But,
Well, gold's been something that is worth money or worth something, whether it's money or not, doesn't need to be money. Gold, for some reason, has always, since the beginning of time, since you go back in, like, if you believe in Bible stuff or whatever, or if you're an anthropologist or an archaeologist, you go back and thousands, 10,000 years ago, gold was worth something. It's always going
ancient Egyptians, everything. I mean,
It has a value.
it's always had a fascination with humans.
Oh yeah,
always, and always will. It always will. It never will stop. It always has been, always will be. We will always be able to trust in gold as being worth something. It's never going to just go down. You're never going to see it just go like, oh, hey, I bought, $2,000 worth of gold. Well, guess what? That was the best thing you could have done, period. Okay. Because that gold is never going to go boop. It's going to go
Well, it just kind of depends on what we value, what we if we continue to value gold the way we value gold, yes. But if we find something else that's more valuable than that, it may drop. Bottom may fall out of it. It all just depends on what we value.
Right.
It just happens to be, not only is gold pretty to look at. Okay, gold, yes, gold is very pretty to look at. It's beautiful, and everybody loves it. Back in the ancient Egyptian times and stuff like that, that's what it was valued for. It was valued for its beauty, for its luster, for its shininess, and its malleability. You could mix it easily, and it's soft and everything else. But nowadays, with technology, it's also one of the it's the best conductor of electricity, one of the best conductors of electricity, period. So it's never going to lose value because it's in every single cell phone, every single TV, probably every motherboard that you can possibly imagine. It is used for technology. And I mean, for the people that are like ancient astronaut theorists and believe in that kind of thing, and in aliens and whatnot and stuff like that, they believe, there's people that believe that we're actually mining it for them, that, aliens want this stuff. It's not just us, it's civilizations that are light years beyond what we are that want gold.
Well,
so it's
here's something that's weird is actually silver, pure silver is 105% conductivity, copper 100%, and gold is 70%.
Right. Yes. Silver has always been. I've always wondered why silver wasn't the metal of choice as opposed to gold.
Right. That it wasn't worth more because
there must be something about gold. There has to be. I truly believe it. There's something about the element of gold that is very special. There is something super special about it. That's why we're all obsessed about it. And I almost feel like it's in my DNA that I am meant to be obsessed with gold and gold prospecting. And the reason it's weird, man. It's bizarre, but not very many people are into this kind of thing.
It's called gold fever.
Brutally honest. Well, it's not just that. It's not just gold fever. It's more than that. Why did I choose gold when I could have chose anything else? There's people that choose all kinds of different careers and want to be all kinds of different things that are way easier. It'd be way easier for me to be in the internet industry because that's actually what I do outside of gold. But there's something that drives me beyond anything else to want to go after gold. It's nuts. It's weird. It's something special about gold, something in my DNA. I swear to God it is. It's something in my DNA that's driving me, that's telling my whole body, everything about me, to go after gold and not anything else.
I'm not saying aliens, but aliens.
That's what I'm thinking,
Aliens.
It's gotta be aliens,
Man, what else would it be?
Exactly.
Jeff Williams tried to tell us when he was on Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
Jeff Williams was on Ancient Aliens?
Oh, yeah, like 4 or 5 episodes.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
This
Okay.
is why I love gold. I don't know if you guys can see that pan, but this is why I love gold.
Oh, there you go.
Love it when it hits that pan.
Yeah.
It's the weight, it's the weight in the pan. And you're right. And that's what I look for. That's when I was teaching my wife how to pan, that is the first thing that I taught her to try to explain to, okay, no, that's mica. When you're teaching a new beginner on how to pan gold, they're like, is that gold? No. Is that gold? No. Okay, here's how you find gold. Do you see this? When I'm waving my pan around, do you see that piece of gold right there? That tiny itty little speck of gold. Yes. Okay, now watch the water and watch everything else in the pan. Do you see how that tiny speck of gold ain't moving? Yeah, that's gold. That's how you know it's gold, is the weight. That's the best way to find it. Absolutely the best way to find the gold, or to know if it's gold, the weight. Not the shine, not the glisten. They say that everything that glistens isn't gold. That's a good saying. It's the weight, man.
It's
for sure.
All I got said, a good miner, a good panner can tell that it's gold without going through all of a hassle of trying to explain something. Once you see it, you don't forget it.
No.
And if it's gold, it's going to jump, it's going to stand out, and you're not going to have to do guesswork at it.
Yep, this is it. I'm just saying. It just does something to you when you find it. It just yeah. Anyway.
Once you find it, you'll know what it is. And that comes, and there isn't anybody that can pinpoint a piece of gold every time one shows up in a pan, because a lot of people don't think it is, and everybody thinks it's different. Somebody may think it's mica, pyrite. There's a definite difference between mica and pyrite.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Well, pyrite looks up super silver. It is like, that's why I thought at first, I didn't even think pyrite when I first saw that silver dust in my pan. I was thinking it could be silver dust or something. I don't understand why they called mica fool's gold, because it's more like fool's silver. There must be two different.
Not necessarily, Jamie.
Oh.
Not necessarily. I can show you the mica that looks just like a piece of gold, and it lays right on top of the sand. And you can stick your hand in there, move the water around, and that stuff will just come right up off of the sand and float around. And it's not silver color; it's gold color.
Yeah.
So
you can find gold
don't
color.
be
a pyrite.
Mica and
Yes.
Oh no, I'm talking about pyrite though. Just pyrite, not mica.
Well, you were talking about silver pyrite, and unless this stuff is in big chunks, it's still classified. If it flakes off, it's mica. Pyrite will shatter and crumble and go just like a powder.
Yes. And okay, so that's what I had found. I had found pyrite powder, and I didn't know what it was at first, so I looked into it. And I figured out that it was pyrite but what I don't understand is why they call pyrite fool's gold, because when I found it, it's a silver powder, not a gold powder. And until I added bleach to it, it was silver. It was completely silver. And then I added bleach to it. It turned that gold color, that brassy gold color that would make people go, oh, that's gold.
I'm not real sure, but my thoughts on what you're saying is, when you added the bleach to it, now some pyrite has a lot of residue on it and oxidation, and bleach is basically a mild acid. So the acid would actually deteriorate and eat some of that residue off of it and turn it gold, because the residue disappeared. And that's probably why you're seeing it turn gold. But it's still not going to be a shiny gold like gold is. It's going to stand out, yes, but it's not going to stand out 100% like it should, like gold will.
No, and that's just the test you can do, I guess, because I thought it was silver. I didn't think that's what I'm wondering is silver tarnishes very easily. I didn't learn much. I know this is a gold show. Okay, everything's about gold. With everybody, if you're a gold prospector, gold comes first. But I didn't know much. I have realized I don't know much about silver, and I don't know much about platinum or anything else. That if I were to, or rhodium, like we always see the rhodium prices. We didn't hear the rhodium prices tonight. Maybe that's because we're sick and tired of hearing them. Hey, there's this substance that's worth $20,000 an ounce, but we can't ever get it. We don't even know how to get it. What if you had rhodium in your pan? And how do you see what that rhodium? How do you know that you have rhodium in your pan, platinum in your pan, silver in your pan, those kinds of things? And
these are questions I want to get Hard Rock University on for. He's a geologist.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Actually, you can actually pull on all your when you do a chemical process on black sand or material to retract the gold in that you can always there's always a possibility for having platinum, rhodium, palladium, and that all in that material.
Always?
As a general rule, you can always have it. I'm not saying that's 100%. I could show you some pictures.
You can check out some geology reports, Google them in what state you're in, see if that'll tell you if it's ever been found there.
This is interesting. What I heard or what I read off the internet is they're finding platinum and rhodium and things like that on roads because they use it on the catalytic converters, right?
And it's like wrecks and stuff, and they get swept to the side.
Right. So you're driving down the road. So on the sides of the road or even on the road, you can find heavy metals. What if that's the next big mining rush? You know what I mean? Like getting heavy metal.
Cody's lab here in Utah. He's a YouTuber. I don't know if you've ever seen him, but he's done that here in Utah, and he did find, it wasn't worth the time, but he's more about, the lab work and the science behind things, so it was worth it to him.
I can say this much. I have several buckets and drums of black sand gold concentrate from a lot of years. And a lot of it has come from different places, but the majority of it has come off my claims out of Boise. And this stuff is analyzed out. There's a certain percent. This is just basically after all the visible gold is removed from it. There's a certain percent of gold still in that black sand. It also has platinum. It also has palladium. And it also has a certain amount of rhodium in it. But the rhodium is not visible because you have to pull all this other stuff out before the rhodium is visible to be retracted.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and another way, if you have the money to have it assayed, you could find out, very precise numbers on what you have.
Right.
You can take a get a crucible and put a little bit of that black sand in the crucible and put a little bit of borax over the top of it. Use a MAP gas torch and you heat that and melt it. And if there's any mineral value like gold or silver in there, platinum or palladium in that, if you melt that and you make a little button, it won't be much of a button, but it'll be a hard setup there. And it may look like gold, it may look like silver, but you can tell if you've got any extra minerals concentrating value in that black sand. I'm not saying you can do it.
What does the borax do?
The borax is a flux.
So how does the flux work? Because I mean, I honestly
It helps separate the materials.
It pulls all the impurities away from all of the mineral value materials.
So what if you? Okay, so then just for gold, gold only?
No, no, because once you start melting gold in a small quantity, a small piece of gold will melt pretty fast and pretty easy. Small pieces of silver melt very fast and easy. Platinum and palladium, they all melt fast and easy if it's in a small quantity. And you use the borax as a flux to pull the impurities in that away. You may have to check, but when you make this little button or little ball or little bead, whatever you want to call it, it depends on how much flux you put in there. You may have to shatter that flux to get that little bead or ball out of that flux.
What happens to borax when it gets really, really heated up? Does it what does it do?
Nothing other than its job.
Nothing other than what it's supposed to do.
Well, I mean, it liquefies, right? Like the gold and everything else?
It liquefies, and everything being heavier than the borax goes to the bottom. And the borax goes to a glassy film over the top of it.
How much borax do you put in? Like if you were to put, let's say you found an ounce of gold, okay, and can the ounce of gold have a little bit of black sand in it here and there in the crucible?
Yeah.
Okay, the thing of the deal is, let me put this way. When you start melting gold, it loses its valuation when you try to resell it.
It does. Why?
Because very few people will want to buy it for the simple fact it's not 100% pure gold. It's got other impurities and stuff in it. So you don't get. That's why when you sell a bunch of gold, like say you had an ounce of gold, number one, you take it to somebody that buys gold. But the first thing they do is they check to see what purity it is. If it's like 18% pure gold, that's all you're going to get paid for because you still have other impurities in it. And the other impurities can be platinum, palladium, rhodium, and whatever, and silver. Okay.
Except for I will say this, if you are a member of the GPAA, a lot of the GPAA chapter, I guess, presidents or whatever, they will buy it for spot price up to a certain amount. And some of them will pay spot price for.
I'll guarantee you one thing. Even being a GPAA president and that, they all go through and they still check to see what purity it is. And if it's only 18%, all you're going to get, the top is going to be 80% of the spot price. Very rarely will they even pay a spot price. I've had people pay spot price plus 10% back in the early 60s and 70s. But very few of them will do it now. But they're all going to the fact that if it's not 24 karat gold, they will not pay spot price.
So then how do you get it to the 24 karat gold, Ken? How do you do that yourself?
How do you do that?
It's complicated. It's acids and science.
It's awkward. It's complicated, but it can be done.
Yeah,
I would suggest. Let me suggest this: you go on YouTube and go to a guy by the name of Trip and check out his chemistry reports on this and that. He makes a lot of 24 karat gold, and he sells a lot of it on eBay. But he mixes 24 karat gold, a percent of 24 karat gold, to like 18 or 16% gold, karat gold. He'll mix enough 24 karat gold with that to make it an equal 24 carats. And he does this through chemical process. And it's a complicated trick to do it, but it can be done.
Okay.
Real quick, for anybody who does the pay dirt bags and buys pay dirt bags, um, always keep your gold separate. I learned that when I sold. When I used to put it all together, and then I realized they had different purities, and because they could see 18 karat gold in there, that's what they gave me for the price. Even though
Right.
there was 22 karat in there and everything,
Ah,
keep it separate.
Oh, okay.
if-
So
if-
even and then, hey, Jaron, you could even go as far as saying that if you're traveling and you are prospecting in different areas, to keep the gold
Yes.
separate because the different areas could have.
Right.
Because if you go to sell it and they see that 18 karat in there, they're gonna be like, "Well, that's the best we can do."
I think it just depends on who you're selling to. I've heard. Okay, I met somebody in Arizona when I was prospecting, and he told me that, oh, by the way, the GPAA will buy, and this is just word of mouth from one random prospector that I met while prospecting in Arizona. He said that the GPAA will buy at spot price up to $300. That is what I was told by him. And
They buy it to put it in their bag.
right. Yep. They make them.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut about GPAA, okay?
Right,
But
well,
because I seen quite a few things with them, and that's why I flat refuse to be a member of the GPAA.
all right, Ken. On that note,
okay,
let's go. ahead.
On that note,
We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. It's getting late. I just was seeing what time it is, but we want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight, and don't forget to join us Wednesday for West Coast Wednesday right here at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. Till then, thanks guys for being here.
Night, gold diggers.
Later, all.
Hey, I meant no offense to anybody or anything, okay, guys?
All good. It's just time to wrap it
Don't
up.
forget about Tuesday night hangout.
Yep, and don't forget Tuesday night hangouts at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time with Ed, Jess, Dano, and the Treasure Vixens every Tuesday at 8:00 over there on their YouTube channel. Be sure and check them out. Till Wednesday, we're out of here. Good night, everybody.
Peace out.
Sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.